Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone to our weekly online trading session. My name is Thomas, and I represent the VIP department of Olymp Trade. We help our advanced and expert clients to get more skilled in trading. We provide consultations, and if you trade on expert level and or your current status is expert or advanced, then you can get up to 4 consultations per month. That's like the maximum amount. And so once again, I'm a trader and an analyst with Olymp Trade. So guys, feel free to write a comment in our chat. And if you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer as many as I can and as fully as I can, provided that I also have got to conduct a trading session. Love from India, says Salman. Hey, thank you. Love and profits for everyone. Okay. Hello, Samiksha. Hello, Cash. Hello. Please give risk-free trades at least today. Well, the thing is that I cannot simply give away any risk-free trades. It just doesn't work this way. Well, pretty much I don't really have any promo code for that as well. But if you trade, so like I said, on advanced and expert levels, there are risk-free trades available, and they are part of a consistent part of our traders way. So just trade as much as you can on trade away, and pretty much for every certain threshold, for every certain amount of volume of trades, you're entitled to getting some risk-free trades. So risk-free trades are a great tool. They, of course, help you make some extra profit, but I usually use them as some sort of a hedging tool. So I use them as a way to hedge my trades. So some of my trades, which maybe I don't feel very confident in, or some other things. So I don't really open risk-free trades just for the sake of it. Okay, so instead I like to focus on like using them as like a backup method, or something like this. Right. I will probably take one or two more questions before we go into the essence of today's webinar, which is trading. And I have a question from Amit Kumar here, and he says, I'm from India and I lost $7,000. How I recover? Please tell me. Yeah. Well, the thing about losses is, well, step one is, okay, basically it's kind of like not a really easy question to answer, and I would say it's not the easiest one to answer in terms of, okay, like theoretically it is quite simple, because there is a so-called there is a certain way how you can deal with that, but of course it's emotionally difficult, because well, we are traders and we sometimes have losses, sometimes have wins, so it's always hard. Like, I would say psychologically it's a little bit more difficult to talk about losses than, of course, when you talk about profits. Okay, so talking about profits is much easy, like very easy, and talking about losses is always like a difficult, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Well, anyways, so I don't have like a solution like open a trade now in the amount of $100 and then like reinvest all the profits and like keep reinvesting, and it just doesn't work this way. So yes, we all had losses, and I also had big losses in the beginning, like big losses comparing like relative to my situation back then, right? So right now, looking back at these losses, I don't feel they are big. Okay, they were big. They were like little. I mean, I can probably like fix those profits within like 1 or 2 weeks of trading. Okay, but back in the day, back in time, that was a very frustrating situation for me. So what stopped me from quitting trading before I even started trading it serious? I didn't stop, and I just continued trading, and I avoided making the same mistake. So my biggest mistake, so mistake number one that I made was trading in huge amounts of money. So I was very ill prepared for trading with huge positions, huge sizes, right? And basically why I lost so much money is that I opened a huge position on stocks. Okay, so I started trading with stocks, and I had this huge position that I opened it in the amount of my probably 5 of my monthly salaries, something like this. I opened a crazy amount of, it's not, it's like I did the very opposite from what any trader should do. All right, and yeah, I lost I think approximately 3 of my monthly salaries, something like this. Okay, and I lost it like in 2 or 3 days. So that was a disaster back in the day. But I was so shocked. I was a little bit, I would say I wasn't really like depressed or anything. I was just desensitized, right? I just couldn't feel anything. I was like, I couldn't really completely comprehend what has just happened to me. All right. And I was like, and I was numb, right? I I just didn't know what to do. I was like, what do I do next? And then I don't know, maybe uh, I guess I was lucky in this sense that at the same time I was like shocked, but I didn't do something crazy. I didn't try to like take a loan and like try and win back all this money. So I still noticed that there was a certain, like, I started noticing some patterns. All right, and even before I opened that trade, I had been noticing those patterns, and it just when I opened it, I was like my unrealized P&L was pretty good, but I was greedy and I didn't close my position and I didn't set a stop loss. So that was like my main mistake back in the day. All right, guys. Now let me switch to the main topic of today's webinar, which is a trading strategy called Kind Martin, which belongs to advanced. Okay, go to advanced, and like always, I'll just remind you that you can watch a short video here, um, which basically explains you how it all works and how to read the signals from this strategy, and then we just keep trading. Then I enabled. I clicked on the enable strategy, so disable, enable. So just happens. Everything happens within one click. And yeah, here now we have 2 indicators. We don't have like 5, 6, 7 indicators in this strategy. We only have 2, and in my opinion 2, 3, and 4 might be the probably the maximum number of indicators that you want to have in a trading strategy. So you never want to have more than like 4 indicators in one strategy. It just is, it's not gonna work. Like when you have too many indicators, that's gonna give you too many signals, way too many signals, and you just don't wanna do that, because otherwise you'll just get confused. All right. Now, step number 1: how to open an upwards trade. So where is a signal for an up trade? And it's funny, but yeah, here it is. We have the euro cut. Well, I've just opened a trade in the upwards direction. And why did I do so? So first of all, I look at the parabolic SAR. So parabolic SAR manifests itself in the form of these purple or pinkish dots under the chart or above the chart. So when they are under the chart, under the current price, that is a signal for an up trade. That's like check mark number 1, yes. And then I need to take a look at the MACD indicator. So in the MACD indicator, when I was opening a trade, when I was about to open a trade, so the area of the MACD indicator was above the midline, was above the 0 line. So that's the moment when you can basically open a trade in the upwards direction. Okay, so the combination of 2 factors, and hence I opened the trade in the upwards direction. Okay, so as you can see, sometimes after you open a trade, there might be a like signal reversal or trend reversal. Yes, that can happen, but let's just keep trading, and I will show you a few more signals. So never judge a strategy by one signal. Okay, guys, here is an example of a downwards signal because we have this. So now we have the opposite picture, right? We have the MACD area under the midline, and the parabolic SAR dots are above the chart. So that kind of creates pressure for a down move, right? And yeah, the fourth dot, and I opened the trade in the downward direction. The MACD indicator, okay, and okay, so wanna have a signal. Okay, there is no signal here, and and yeah, before I open any more trades, I want to show you an example of a contradicting trade where there is basically no signal, like this one, Asia Composite Index. And we have, so first of all, I look at the parabolic SAR indicator, and the parabolic SAR indicator tells us that it's time to open a trade in the upwards direction. And the MACD tells us to open a trade in the downwards direction. So we have a contradiction of these two signals, and that's the moment when we want to skip a signal like that. So what we're gonna do next, okay? Okay, so the first trade closes with a loss, unfortunately, but we have the second one, so the Euro GBP. Yeah, let's. So guys, what I like about this strategy, and so like this strategy is called, I think of them as trading strategies. So trading strategies. So because they're based on trend movement, and oh yeah, we have a new signal here, Asia Composite Index, and yeah, we can open a trade. Okay, so now I open the trade on the first second, or maybe the second of the new candlestick, but it doesn't, it has nothing to do with this kind of timing. It's just a coincidence, and you can open any signal, you can open a trade based on this strategy pretty much at any time. So it doesn't have to be like the first second, the last second, the 30th second. So yeah, and one more thing is that with this kind of trading strategy, you can open multiple trades. So you don't have to, because sometimes I demonstrate you some other kinds of trading strategies where we normally have just one, like one trade per signal. And here pretty much you can open nearly unlimited number of trades from any signal. So the signal is there, and you just go ahead and open as many trades as you wish. So GBP USD. So that's my signal, like my 4-hour signal. So AUD CAD, so the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. Okay, let's go ahead and open a trade in the downwards direction, because as we can see, the parabolic SAR dots are currently above the chart. Okay, the MACD area is under the midline, so it's in the bears area under the midline. So let's have a look at my trades. All right, so unfortunately this one, okay, tricky one. So it closed with a loss on the last 15 seconds. Well, anyways, Um, 30 seconds to go on this one, Asia Composite Index, and I think of adding one more trade to this group of trades already, because why not? So like I said, when you find a good signal with this kind of strategy, and as long as the conditions are there, as long as they remain, you can open more trades. So it doesn't have to be just one trade. Like in this example, I have three. Okay, now I have two. Okay, first winning trade with that asset. So first of all, I would like to let you know that, like, to remind you basically that trading financial assets bears a high level of risk, and can lead to complete or partial loss of your investments. So if you trade, you have to accept this risk, you have to acknowledge this risk, and you have to understand what you're doing. And like, next thing, guys, I want to remind you that even me or like any other analyst, even Warren Buffett, or like I would say any trader or any analyst, it is impossible. Like, no one can have 100% winning trades all the time. It just doesn't. It just never happens. Okay, it just doesn't work this way. So I strongly recommend that you watch this webinar for educational purposes, and you try and maybe take some patterns, take some signals from this strategy, but don't completely like rely on my signals. Okay, so because like I say, not all trades close with a profit, unfortunately. Okay, so you have to understand that trading financial assets is a risky endeavor, and no matter how strong this or that signal seems to be, there is no 100% guaranteed trades, because oftentimes we hear, and on trading forums, everyone wants to have a 100% guaranteed kind of assets or strategy, but it just doesn't work this way. It is impossible to have such winning ratio. It just 70-80% is kind of like the maximum that you can get with I don't know, with in long term, but just doesn't work. Like, it, you cannot reach this kind of level like all the time, more than, let's say, I'm talking about like 100%. Okay, so I have 3 winning trades on Asia Composite Index, and I have so these ones were, and 3 losing trades on other assets. So sometimes you're lucky enough and you find this asset that and you just don't need anything else. It's like, had you invested in Bitcoin like 5 years ago, like you don't need any other assets. You don't need like Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Apple. Just sometimes one asset, one favorite asset, and just make so much money on it, off of it. All right, so Bitcoin now, I want to open a trade in the upwards direction, because these parabolic SAR dots are under the chart. They support the price, and the MACD area is also above the midline, so it's in the bullish like sentiment or zone or area, and that's why I want to open a trade in the upwards direction. Okay. So I'm from Indonesia, and I lost $3,500. Right. So guys, when it comes to losses, so I would say, first of all, in the first place, I pretty much told you about my example, and my example is pretty much like that's how you don't want to trade. But it turns out that most of people, when they come to trading, when they start trading, and they sign up on our platform or any other trading platform, and they just start trading like crazy. They just completely ignore, they disregard all the rules of like, so hopefully they do some sort of like money management or financial analysis, but uh, the majority of traders, they just don't do anything. And um, and then, guys, yes, we face losses, or like you face losses, I face losses. So I faced these huge losses, like enormous losses in the beginning of my career. So luckily I could recover both mentally, both psychologically, and financially. But sometimes I know there are like so many examples when people just like go bankrupt, and they just don't recover at all, never. So yeah, trading is risky, and you've got to accept these risks. And so what would be what kind of an what sort of advice can I give to a trader who lost so much money? Well, yes, it's kind of like the bitter truth, and I cannot tell you anything else, but except you have to accept this loss, and you have to think, like, you have to make a plan, develop a plan. What are you going to do next? Okay, so you can like, and basically you have many options. Like option number one, like stop trading, like quit trading. Option number two, continue trading, but um, revise your mistakes, like do some revision, do some preparation. So trade on your demo account for a little while, find a strategy, a trading strategy that suits you. So there are many different ways how you can work with your trading. Okay, so one more trade on Asia Composite Index. Oh, wow, Bitcoin closed with a loss. Why is that? I thought it was about to close with a profit. Ouch. Haha. So how many seconds? So that like 3 seconds after. Okay, so wow. Jeez, this volatility is killing me. So these well, I would say last week was crazy. I think it was like the record. We posted the record losses on Nasdaq, Dow Jones. So yeah, so many. Okay, GBP JPY. All right, guys, let's focus on this trading strategy. So GBP JPY, a signal in the downwards direction, because we have these parabolic SAR dots pointing downwards. So they are currently above the chart, above the price, and the MACD area is under the midline. Kind of like thinking about a very funny example. When I started when I and like got into trading in the first place, I attended a trading seminar, and I just remember how in that trading seminar we had like this blackboard, and so the lecturer, he conducted like, he was showing everything, like he would draw everything with a marker on a like blackboard or whiteboard, whatever it's called, and it's so funny, like he would draw like this MACD indicator, he would draw all these like candlesticks, and it just, now I realize why it took me so long to understand a few basic concepts, a few core concepts of trading, is because he was drawing everything, and I didn't really see that many live examples. And then I would go back home, I would turn my computer on. That was like 10 or like 12 years ago, and like 11 years back, when no one really had only few people had cell phones, like only few people had iPhones with them. And I was like, now and then I kind of needed to remember everything. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all my winning trades come from Asia Composite Index. Wow, wow, this is so funny. Okay, funny and not funny at the same time. Okay, one more trade in the downwards direction. Okay, is it going to be 5 out of 5? Okay, this one, no, hold on, it's going to be the fifth trade, the fifth profitable trade from this asset. Wow, wow. So remember back in the day, we don't really have this asset anymore. The USD against the Mexican peso. I think it's not really available for trading now. But back in the day when we used to have it, and so when we used to have it, and that was like my favorite asset, or one of my favorite assets, definitely. And I just kind of like loved like how it moves, because it had a certain way of like moving. And yeah. Okay, guys, GBP GPY, I want to risk it a little bit, and I want to open a trade now once again. 2 seconds to go on this one, and yes, this trade closes with a profit. Nice. Can anyone give me $100 for trading? Well, Shivam, I have a piece of advice for you. So like $100, okay, instead of, because instead of asking for money, I would rather concentrate on developing. So once again, I'm kind of like this boring guy. I'm like this nerd here. All right. So because people start trading full of excitement, full of like joy, with high expectations, and they're like, wow, I'm gonna become a millionaire like the next week. And then they watch my webinar, and they're like, oh wow, trading is so boring. But yes, it is partially true. So trading is not the most exciting. It's not like like it's, um, it's not like attending parties all the time. It's not about I don't know. So trading is kind of like, yeah, it's a uh, you trade in solitude most of the time, and it's not really that like do crazy stunts, and you can post pictures of you trading on Instagram every day, and people will be like, wow, you're trading, this is so exciting. In fact, it's not that exciting, but at the same time, this is the kind of like one of the like very few activities out there in the world where you can just add an extra zero, and you can make like 10 times more money with your like trade. This is a very unique feature which you will never see in any other kind of business or activity. All right, okay. No more signal here. Asia Composite Index. I was about to open a trade, but so luckily I didn't open it. I misclicked. Nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 winning trades on Asia Composite Index. Nice result, and wow, yeah, it's a beautiful result. So I'm pretty happy. Okay, wanna place a pending order here on GBP JPY. So we have this so okay, I think the chances were like 60 to 40, right? Because 60% of the time we just stayed under this. Plus there was this level, and I don't know, but still this trade closed with a loss, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm gonna search for some new Euro GBP. Okay, let's try a breakout trade in the upwards direction here, because the parabolic SAR dots are under the chart, under the current price. And we have the MACD area above the midline, so we can open a trade in the upwards direction. and GBP JPY Asia Composite Index. Okay, it's kind of like a sideways move, and I don't really see any clear signal, so it's not really going anywhere. But at the same time, I want to give it a try with the commodity composite index. So this is a downwards signal. The second dot of the parabolic SAR indicator, and we have the MACD line under the midline. So yeah, that's downwards signal. Okay, so GBP JPY. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, there is no signal for another trade, so no more trades with this one. Let's just wait and see how this current one closes. And okay, GBP USD. So what's interesting about this trade is that there is no signal here from kind Martin strategy. Because we have the the parabolic SAR tells us to open a trade, so open trades upwards, like upward signal, and the MACD tells us like points us like in the downwards direction. So it's a contradicting signal, and we want, so in this strategy we want them both, the both indicators that belong to this strategy, we want them to be both looking in the same direction. So 3 seconds to go, and okay, just seems not my kind of asset. GBP JPY, I don't know. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I think okay, and I want to open another trade here, commodity composite index. So we are kind of going downwards. I think yeah, the signal is there. So yeah, these composite indexes, you know, I have a theory like why they work. Is that well, they work because, so why do they work? They work because there are many components that, you know, these indicators or these indices are based upon, and they are not really subject to like any like kind of like random fluctuations in price. So just have this feeling that that's kind of like one of the reasons why they work. Question about Quickler. What's my view on Quickler? I can trade Quickler. I do it for fun, but I don't trade Quickler a lot. Okay, because for me, 5-second trades, they are they kind of contradict with my view on like technical analysis, money management, and risk management. Because and also I would say probably the main problem with Quickler is that trading Quickler oftentimes leads to like over trading. So when you trade too much, okay, so and you just never know when to stop, because you get so excited by trading Quickler, by these fast trades, fast results. Your dopamine levels, they fly so high, and you just stop controlling yourself and stop controlling the risks, like all. Yeah, and that's kind of like the main problem with Quickler, I would say. Okay, so how to set up kind Martin? So if you are if your current service level, so my current service service level or trading level is called start expert. So you just need to click here on this like picture on the sign, and you need to go to trading strategies, and you need to find kind Martin. So it is in the advanced strategies tab, so it's available for everyone who trades at advanced level. Okay, we'll open a trade here, the Euro CAD, the Euro CAD, and I like this, that the parabolic SAR still is above this chart, this graph, and the MACD area is here. Okay, so Asia Composite Index. Even though one of those trades closed with a loss, the previous one now, this second and third should close with a profit. And gold, fresh signal for a down trade. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. So we have this. So yeah, you probably know better. You should know better by now that we have these parabolic SAR dots, and they are above the price, above the graph, and the MACD area was, and this still is under the midline. So we can open, I think, another trade. I'll open one more trade. Yes, like the double signal. Ooh, 20 seconds to go. Zimbabwe, let's connect. Yeah, guys, connecting. I would say what people lack in trading when you trade professionally and you trade for a significant amount of time every day. So like I said, you don't really you don't really socialize that much. So I think, in my opinion, that's a little bit of a problem with trading. And knowing this fact, um, by knowing the problem, by knowing the roots of the problem, you can try and like eliminate this problem. Yeah, I mean, like there are nowadays, even if you live in a small town, or like if you live completely remotely, like say if you live on a villa, like which is located like far away from everything, you can still socialize, you can still exchange your ideas, you can like even you can talk with your financial like personal analyst, VIP account manager. There are so many different opportunities out there, so I totally recommend that you take advantage of them. And yeah, because socializing is very important. And at the same time, the good news is that there are so many different ways how you can socialize while trading. And you can trade together, things like Discord, Skype, trading with friends. Even though when you trade together with someone, there might be a little bit of a tendency to like start arguing about trades, because you're risking your money. And sometimes you just won't agree with what your like friend or like partner would say about trading. So that's kind of like, that's something to pay attention to. Okay, why is it not? So there was this upwards push on gold, and that came kind of out of nowhere. So yeah, I would say socializing and talking to different people, exchanging trading ideas. Okay, guys, there is a glitch here with this. It's just keeps jumping. Okay, it should be above the chart. I don't know why it's jumping. Why it jumped. So I opened the trade in the downwards direction. Okay, so I had a very good. Well, I don't know. Today's the day of composite indexes, because I look at like composite indexes, and only 1 out of 10 trades closed with a loss, and at the same time, almost all my other trades, which I opened on gold or currencies, currency pairs, they closed with a loss. That's kind of like an unusual situation. So I never really had like this when this proportion is like this big, but I don't know why. Why is it today? Why is it happening? So yeah, maybe And I would say these composite indexes are quite a popular asset among our traders. And I really understand why. I can see why, because they are like stable. I would say they just don't have such. They just don't do these crazy moves like gold, like for example, just goes down, all of a sudden starts growing up, like reverses, goes up, it goes down again, and just yeah, it's sometimes a little bit less predictable. So yeah, maybe someday I should only trade these indices and can like check the result. So yeah, outcut. I think should go down. It's kind of like 75, 76. Just kind of like a slow asset. Okay, it just goes. Um, Oftentimes it just goes sideways. Okay, I will open another trade. And Euro GBP. Okay, how is this one gonna close? Okay, so closed with a refund. Okay, I was expecting a profit, but closed with a refund. Okay, at least not with a loss. So that's so the euro against the Australian dollar, and yeah, kind of goes up, goes down, just goes sideways. All right. So I plan on opening maybe a few more trades because I can see that at first everything was quite smooth, and now more and more and like unexpected moves happen. And I would say that yeah, it's this trading hour, it's like all my profits, like yeah, I would say like almost all my profits, they came from these composite indexes, and wow, just wow, it's like crazy. Why is it today like that? When all other assets, they just took money away from me, and yeah, it just never happened before. Just developed. hmm just developed a good strategy on Quickler. Prefers to trade more on it nowadays. Well, Quickler is fine as long as you. I mean, I'll just say it once again. It's all about controlling your risks and emotion, and staying disciplined. It is the recipe of success in trading. So you've got to stay disciplined, and if you know how to handle your emotions, and you can trade quickly, of course, pretty much anytime, and yeah, that's fine. Say you just have to totally accept, it's all about acceptance. It's all about accepting your like your risks and everything else. Okay, want want to open, okay, euro AUD, one more trade, and guys, let me go ahead and open. All right, so no more trades for today. I don't know. Let's check how these trades close, and then yeah, it's about time to finish the webinar. So I was trading a little bit longer today. Fluctuation alert, yes. Uh, W trades on composite index, then to regain your loss. Yeah, that's a plan. Yeah, that's what you can do. Yeah, I wanted to trade. We just couldn't conduct a webinar like this triple rebound trading strategy. I'm waiting. I'm really looking forward, and I hope next month. Yeah, actually next month. I will definitely conduct. There will definitely be a webinar dedicated to this strategy called triple rebound triple rebound strategy. And during that webinar, I will definitely show you this kind of like diversified um, money management approach. Okay, when you can open, if you have a very strong signal, you can open trades in the amount of like say $10. When you have a stronger, like say, signal strength like 1, you open trade in the amount of $10. Then level 2, you open 20 and then 40. So I want to show, I definitely want to show it to you guys. So yeah, like I say, what I like about these indices is that they don't really make such moves out of nowhere, like coming out of nowhere, out of the blue. And just well, well, at least this trade closes with a profit, not a loss. But that would have been so crazy if it closed, had it closed with a loss. Well, GBP USD, the final trade of my of today's webinar, and just jumps up and down. What's going on? All right, so okay, I think it's about good manners. All right, with these. I just had how many? One, two, three, four, five, six winning trades, six consequent winning trades, and all of them are from assets, from currency assets, not from composite indices. Wow, wow, guys, this webinar today was kind of like a thrilling roller coaster ride. I don't know. We just had like winning trades coming from Asia Composite Index mostly, and this commodity composite index. All other trades closed with a loss except that one GBP JPY, and then the last 6 trades with this strategy, I closed all of them with a profit. So I made a very small amount of profit today, which is $10. But anyways, let's calculate my winning trades and my losing trades. Here are my 6 beautiful winning trades at the end: 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 15 winning trades, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 12 losing trades. So that gives me a total of, so I need to divide 15 by 27, multiply this by 100, and I get 55.5% winning ratio. And guys, as you can see, even trading with fixed amount of money on this expert level, so I had 82%, 87, 90% rate of return. Even with trading fixed amount of money, you can still make money if you have 55% winning trades. So that's the point is that if you can control your risks, then you can make, because I mean, like, it is pretty realistic to have a 55% winning ratio with any kind of trading strategy, as long as you avoid 1 minute trades. And if you like, Quickler is a wild beast, and if you know how to handle like wild beasts, then you can go ahead and trade Quickler, of course. But my suggestion is to definitely concentrate on more or on longer trades that last longer. I would like to thank everyone for your attention, guys. It was a pleasure conducting this webinar for you. I hope next webinar will be as exciting and as thrilling as this one. My name is Thomas, and I wish you good luck in trading. And I will see you the day after tomorrow on Thursday, same time. We have a strategy called, I think it's called triple rebound. But yeah, it should be something interesting. We have something very interesting for you. So I will see you soon. If you like the webinar, please put a like. Please put your like. And yeah, here we go. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.